What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And tonight I have found out a lot of different information about Gyen. I have done some research on now if your account is unfrozen on Coinbase, if your Gyen account is unfrozen, then you can send your crypto over to Coinbase Pro to sell it now. I know it's probably at a big loss of what you either bought it at or what you had, made on it. But they are giving out compensation, but you can send it over to Coinbase Pro. It is on there. I will show you. That's why I have my phone here with me. I can't show it on the phone because of security issues. And I know this is kind of going around those, and I'm not really trying to do that. I'm just trying to show you that it is on here. Algo just pumped a lot too. So, and Gyen, there is a couple of other things I wanted to talk about that. We will talk about ICP. We'll talk about Algo, the graph request, and Bitcoin, and their end of year price predictions. So, and Algo is blasting off right now. I just made a lot of money off of that, and I hope you did too. I took my profits. I'm probably going to buy in either Algo when it goes down or the graph. So, maybe I'll split, maybe half and half. Maybe I'll go half in the graph and half in Algo. I didn't want to put all of it in Algo before, but it gave a lot of annual percentage yield. And plus it had just pumped a bunch and I made a bunch of money off of it. And I was kind of like invested in the project. And with the 500 million that went into it, it was pretty interesting to me, and it still is. So I'm going to try not to ever do FUD videos again. But as you see on here, Coinbase Pro, Gyen is on here, and you can buy and sell it. So you can't buy or sell it on Coinbase, but these are active on Coinbase Pro. So if you don't want to sell your Gyen on Uniswap because of all the high gas fees, but you just want to get rid of it and get done with this nightmare that I know it was for a lot of different people, you can just send it over to Coinbase Pro, sell it, and be done with this. This is not financial advice. I'm saying if you want to, that's what you can do. Or you can hold it, or you don't really have a lot of choices that are very good right now. So I'm giving you options. I know they're not very good. There's groups that you can go to. They're signing petitions. They're, getting refunds. They're helping people. And the groups I have listed in the description of the video. I did the last one for this, and I will again in this video. At the end, it doesn't let me put all my links and stuff in the description and restream until after, unless I wanted to manually type it all in. So I'm just going to do that after the stream. So there will be groups and actual help, at least support. Maybe not as much help as you'd want, like the thousands of dollars you're owed, but you can get help for maybe seeing if you can get some of that money back or anything along that lines. But look, it's at the price it should have been originally, right? As a stable coin, it's right around there, right around the 8,700. So I don't know how it works so perfectly now and glitched so hard before. I know technology glitches. Especially being a creator, I really know that. So I want to let any of my sponsors know I can actually put you in the part of my video down here. I don't have to have my stuff all big right here. I can actually put all my stuff below here and put your logo in here. So anybody who's looking for ads or, especially crypto companies, because, I'm an advocate for crypto. So let's, partner together, and things like NordVPN and other, big name brand sponsors, I would like to put them on my screen as well and not just do affiliate links. So I'm really looking for someone to take a chance on me. Who is going to take the first chance on this amazing, not just Bitcoin Renegade channel, but this awesome community? So, all right, enough of the advertisement, guys. Let's get into the crypto stuff. So let's go and let's look at some of these cryptos. First, let's go into the Gyen. I know I showed you on Coinbase Pro, but that was just kind of on my phone. But I want to let you guys see where this should have been in the beginning and why it doesn't make sense what's happening now. See, this is the kind of volatility you would expect from a stable coin, right? On the underside of 87 and then above 87. And if it spikes, this is the maximum it spikes, like up to 88, right? But not crazy spikes like this. This is unheard of. You've never seen DAI coin. Okay, let's see if stable coins do that. Let's look at DAI coin, for instance. So we're not going to talk about this much because I think it's better to just kind of move on from this stuff as fast as we can, but I know that you that have lost a lot of money probably don't really feel that way. So this is why I'm doing this for you, because I think you deserve at least the attention brought to what happened to you and almost to me. So I'm going to use my platform to voice that this is not okay. Okay, but let's look at this. Year to date. Okay, let's see. It went all the way to not even a penny higher. So $1.01. That is the highest. Okay, let's go to all time. Oh, at the beginning, let's see what it did go to. $1.09. 9 cents. So that's a tenth of the price that it moved above. Now let's see how far it went below here. Whoop. 96. So it went about 3.5 cents below at the beginning of its journey. So maybe this isn't as unprecedented as we had once thought. Because look how high this went. $1.09. And this is a legit stable coin that has been around for, how long? Only about a year and a half. Okay, 2 years. So 2 years. That's all time. Yep. So look at the beginning of it. So it went a tenth of the price. So now let's go back to Gyen. How much did it go up? Because if it's only a tenth of the price, I think it's way more than that, though, honestly. So from less than a penny, this is where it should have been, to, let's see, the lowest it was. 80. So it went, okay, 77. There we go. That was the lowest it ever was. So basically 0.001 it went down. But up here, it only says that it went to 3 cents or whatever, I think right here. If that, whoop, it's so hard to get it to stop on that thing right there. To 2.6 cents. There we go. But it actually went up to 6 cents. And I have a picture of it at 4 cents on Coinbase. I have a screenshot of it at 4 cents. So it went way higher than this 2 cents. So let's do the math. So if it's supposed to be at 87 and then it went up to 6 cents. So that would be like 8 times what is 60? 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. So it's basically 7.5 times. Yeah, that's way more than a tenth. Okay, DAI went up a tenth of the total price of the crypto. This went up 7.5 times the total crypto. So yeah, even if you give it a little bit of leeway for being a stable coin and finding itself, it happened once here and then it happened again. There's something really, really wrong with this. It isn't just the normal stable coin, it pumps up. If it went a tenth of it, so what compared to DAI should it have gone up? Well, a tenth of 87, it should have been 800. And so it should have been 0.00087. That's how much off of this amount it should have taken. So that would have been 1/10 of it less. So it should have only gone down. It should be at like 79, kind of like what it went down to here, 77. That could have been a legit bottom, like a stable coin bottom. That's legit right there. And even this one right here, that's a legit stable coin top. Okay. Look at that. At 11, even that's way too much, actually, because that's more than a tenth. That's actually like 30% it went up. So even that is a little too much. So I was trying to give it, like some kind of reason, not an excuse, but a reason to why it is like that. But no, it was manipulation, guys. I'm sorry. That's what it was. And I think you need to be compensated for manipulation. Somebody, I think Gyen, whoever the developers are, they need to compensate people for that. They need to start a fund or something and funnel some of the transaction fees, or, you know, they need to do something to make this right with all the people that they, you know, did dirty. So, and I like dirty Gertie, but she ain't never done no one this dirty. All right. Let's even look at the graph now. Let's get out of the negativity. Let's look at some of these good cryptos. I wasn't going to look at the graph first, but what a good transition, you know. So let's do this. Let's look at the graph at 91 cents. Let's actually get some trade view going, because I want to know some TA, because I actually have a buy order right now for 88 cents set for the graph right now. So why did I pick 88 cents? Because that's kind of where, you know, the bottom has been right here. You see this? It's been kind of a bottom for the graph. So I think if I get it right above that bottom, the bottom is like 85, 86, right? So it might not even go back down to that bottom. So, you know, that's why I said 88. We are at 91 and it might be going down, but this is the day. Let's look at the hour. It actually started going up. Okay, the hour it's down. But as you see, it did just start going up last time I was looking at it right before here. Yeah, it was going back up. Cool. It started to go back down. Man, has it hit? Did it hit my buy-in price? No, not quite. It's at 90. I actually have one right somewhere down here at 88 somewhere. I don't know if it was 88.5 or just 88 flat. I'm not 100%, but it's down there somewhere. Because I think, you know, I would have liked to get this 89 dip even. Right here. It dipped to 89, but I think the graph is going to have a nice altcoin season at the end of the year. So we're doing end of year price predictions. Where do I think the graph is going by the end of 2021, right? Well, let's get some, you know, TA going first, because we have a nice falling wedge right here. Kind of beautiful holiday falling wedge, right? It's like we got our turkey in us. Now we get our nice Christmas bonuses here in crypto. Yeah, we have a nice little falling wedge. It actually almost dumped out of it right here. You see that? We got lucky. Actually, I would have liked to see that go down to these 50 and 60 because those are dream level. I mean, these are good prices down here, but man, remember back in the 50, hold on, let's just go back. We got to remember, this was just a couple months ago. Remember this? Back at the 63s. Oh, those were beautiful days. Dream level prices. Anyway, I just had to remember that, because man, there was so much money to be made there, and I actually sold out like right here. Unfortunately, look how far up more it went. Ooh, that's okay though. I don't get greedy. I think that's why I do so well. Like, a lot of people are like, but you never sell at the top. Well, you know how hard it is to sell at the top without, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes to sell at the top, because you never know. You sell and then it'll keep going up, or if you don't sell, it'll start to go down. So it's a risk either way. If you sell, it could keep going up. If you don't sell, it could go down. So that's what I do. I look at the average prices. I learn what is a good buy and what is a good sell price, and I stick to those. If it goes to my sell price, I sell it. That's all there is to it, you know. And then I have my long-term Bitcoin. But okay, anyway, let's go back into that. I didn't want to get too far off track, but I just wanted to explain, you know, some of the past, you know, victories that we've had and how they are going to affect how we trade in the future, right? So are we going to get greedy now because we've seen that it can go higher? Absolutely not. Do we stick with the strategy that works? Ding, ding, ding. That's what you do. You don't try to invent a new strategy when you already have one that's winning almost every time. You know, the market beats you up. I mean, I was just $500 in the loss on Algorand, and then I just made basically, you know, a couple $100 in profit. So those are unrealized gains until you take them, but that's the thing. You got to take your profits. And so what are we looking at here for the graph? Now, if it breaks out of this falling wedge right here, I'm actually going to move my buy order down because it will go farther than 88 cents. If we break down here, it will basically go, I believe, from, I'm not going to believe anything. I'm going to find out because I don't want to give you the wrong information. If a falling wedge breaks out to the downside, how far does it go down? It has a bullish bias, so that's a good sign. You know, it normally says, and that's what I know, but I want to know how, if it does break down onto the downside, because I think if it breaks the upside, doesn't it go from here to here? Or see, I don't even know what that one goes to. Unfortunately, I need to do a little bit more research on that. But reversal pattern. Yeah, it is a reversal pattern. So we know that. But what if it is a continuation? Okay, I'll have to look at all that later and figure out exactly how far it would go down so that I can put a buy order. I think it would probably go down to probably about the 85-cent range. So that probably is from this line to this line, maybe. I'm not sure. I always thought it was from the top of here to that. So top of the wedge. But I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not gonna go into that right now. So anyway, let's see. If it breaks the upside, though, I know that it is that far, so you could see it just. Let's see. It's kind of a weird angle, but that's where it would go. 93 cents, not even that high. But I just don't think that that's right. For some reason, I don't think that's right. So how high does a falling wedge breakout go, and how can you measure it? This is measured by taking the height of the back of the wedge and extending that distance up from the trend line breakout. By taking the height of the back. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, the back of the wedge. That's the back of the wedge. And the trend line breakout. So that's it. I did it exactly correct. But it's at a weird angle, right? So kind of weird, huh? Should the wedge maybe be right here? That's where the wedge should be, huh? That's why it looks so weird. Let's try this. Oh, big difference. Almost half a cent difference. Because it's all at the angle, you know, it was just at a weird wide. It looks shorter right here, huh? But it's actually farther away because it's angled upwards instead of this way. This is actually a bigger line. If you straighten this out, see how much bigger it is? But since it was at that angle, it went to a lower price target. Okay. I'm glad I fixed that because that actually, be careful with that if you're doing TA. So I do know I'm learning TA. As you know, I'm getting a lot better at it. But if I have to check myself sometimes, please don't get mad and leave. Like, I'm just making sure that I'm telling you the right information as I learn and do this, because I don't do a lot of technical analysis. But on these live streams, I know you guys want me to see me do it because not a lot of people do crypto altcoin TA. A lot of people do the Bitcoin or Ethereum or all those, big ones like Cardano. Not a lot of people do the graph, TA or ICP, which is what we're going to go to after we do Algorand, because I want to talk about the staking process in ICP, because I figured it out and it is amazing. And I wish they would just put a couple more pieces of information on the actual network nervous system. Oh, I can't wait to get into. I'm like nerding out on this because it's really cool the way that they have it set up, but they're kind of hiding it, I think, by not telling people what the maturity is, but we'll get into that more. So anyway, let's look at the 1 minute and see if there's anything. Ooh, see, it went really far up. It just jumped up. It has a bottom, it looks like right here. See that? It was resistance back here, and we flipped support right here, and then kind of went below it and then blasted, and we've been above it ever since. But that is a serious line of support for the graph, at least on the minute chart. Now let's look at 30 minutes, see where the support lies or resistance. Okay, we have a resistance level right here. As you see, we're kind of running into it even below, because this right here, this line. So we have a bit of resistance, as you see right here, right here. So if we can break above that, it's probably going to be that falling wedge breakout. So see, I look at TA, but I also look at the past, and you don't always you can get the indicators out, but you can also just kind of look at the past, candles. That's why I like these charts, because you can kind of see where the resistance would be when it isn't just like sometimes one candle can be resistance. It can, but when you see multiple candles at a level, that are stopping at a level or that are bouncing off of a level, that is where you get resistance and support just by looking at the chart. Just a little, life hack for your charts. So let's go on to Algorand, because I hope it's still pumping, maybe not. Let's see. Algo. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. It's still at 201. So it's kind of just not bottomed out, but it's kind of, reached a plateau. There you go. It's reached its plateau. I actually sold for this price exactly. So I'm going to think about buying in, because I bought in at 191, 182, and 171. So I decided, well, I'm in profit on all of my purchases now. So what better time to take profits than when you're in profit on all of your purchases. It did go up to 204 after that, but like I said, take your profits, because if I would have kept in and not even looked, I would have been at $1.99. So that's how I look at it. And now when it goes back down, I hope, since the market is down, I can make another profit off of this Algorand when it goes back down to like $1, especially if it does it like within a day. If it goes down to $1.80 or down to these prices, oh man, if it goes to $1.60, I'm buying for sure, especially if it happens in the next day or so, before the market recovers. Because then when Algorand, because it just had such an influx of cash, I hope it doesn't go down to this level. Actually, I hope it really stays like maybe at this level, 170s, 180s, and just kind of builds a shelf right here of a lot of, buys, a lot of purchase orders at this level, so it can build kind of a plateau at this level, a bottom, and then maybe a top plateau at 2, and then maybe push between those and then break out above it, but have some serious support down here at 180. I wouldn't mind seeing that for Algorand, especially with all the money that just went in it. We're going to maybe look at some of the NFT projects in Algorand, because now that Borderless Capital has invested another 500 million, I guess they did 400 million before that. I'm going to definitely take a look at the ecosystem and what they see in this, and see, hey, this might be a long-term project. This is not just an Ethereum token. It isn't. I thought it was. I don't know why. I always thought Algorand was an Ethereum token. It's not. It's actually its own blockchain. And some people call them Ethereum, destroyers or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This is a good project, and it has a long future. I didn't know, but it does have a long future. But at what price, though? Those are the things that worry me a little bit about the long term. But with the money influxing into it like this at these levels, it takes a little bit of that worry away. I'm not going to lie. Like when you see someone invest, are they buying Algorand at this price though? Or are they just investing in projects? Are they actually investing in Algorand itself and not just the ecosystem? So I think that kind of is the same thing, right? You invest in the ecosystem that is Algorand. So I think that'll work out really well. I need to let's look at the comments before we go any further. And I want to go into ICP and talk about their staking and their voting and how cool it actually is. So let's look at the comments really quick. And I can do this on my phone. So, hey, everybody. Mixologist, please. Thank you. It just says please. So, thank you. Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Hey, mixologist. What's up, yo? What up, yo? Okay, I checked earlier. What? No, it is. It is, bro. I showed you, right? It is, at least on mine. Yeah, I think it's the same for everybody, though. What we're talking about is Gyen on Coinbase Pro. Is it on there? It wasn't earlier. So this is I was looking up earlier. I was like, well, I want to be able to tell people, where to sell their Gyen at. And one place is Uniswap and the other is Coinbase Pro. And you can buy and sell it. So what up, Denozo? Anthony, did you get? No, I didn't. No, don't worry about it. Even if you share it at the same place I do, it's another place where you share it. So that's fine. You really should build new Twitters. I'm telling everyone in the inner council should build a Twitter dedicated to sharing the videos. If you don't want to use your main Twitter, I mean, if you want to use your main Twitter and build it up, I've told you guys how to build your Twitters. I don't want to keep saying that because I don't want to make Twitter mad. And block my account. So, but yeah, hey, Sahan's here. But yeah, if you build a new Twitter, just make sure you get like 100. It's easy to get 100 followers. I'm telling you, you can get at least 100 followers. And then at that time, you just share my videos, boom. And then that's going to be when I'm paying you guys, like I'm going to legit start, paying you. If I get these grants and stuff and get like real money coming into the channel, I'm actually going to pay you guys to do these things. So, not just share them. You're going to have jobs that you do, but part of it's going to be the social media presence. You're going to have to build your own social media presence so that you can help spread the word of mine. And I can show you how to build your social media presence. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of jobs. We're going to have contests. We're going to have, more. We're going to do a new logo contest here soon as well for the channel. So we're going to have tons and tons of logos. And that will be a way for you guys to earn money as well on the channel. So, Sahan. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps with the algorithm. And the longer that you guys watch at one time on my video, the more that it helps because YouTube is all about click rate, view duration, and audience retention. So, and interaction, like comments, that kind of stuff. So the more you comment, the more you do all that kind of stuff, it helps with the algorithm. So yeah, it is. It's so hard to find an exact top. But when you're already in the profit and you see like a flip, like that's what I saw at about 202 on Algorand. There's some serious resistance. Since we're in it, I can go into the trading view and I can show you. So let's look at the trading view for Algorand. Right when it was right about here at 2, it started to flip around. Let's go to the minute so I can show you exactly where I was, the minute by minute. So as you see, I sold probably right here, except right here. See, I was like, maybe actually right here. I should have sold when it first started going down at 202, but then I did have a sell order in, but then I finally just did a market and it sold it at 2 because I kept trying to chase it and it kept going down on me. So I was like, man, I'm just doing a market order, and I lost like 20-30 bucks doing that. But it got the order in, because if not, look, I could have probably chased it all the way down, and then I would have been at 197 right here and maybe recovered, and I could have stayed in. But I'm going to take these profits and hope it goes down, to another level where I can buy back in at, buy the dips, dollar cost average in. If you want to keep making money, those are the ways to buy and sell crypto. Not financial advice, common sense, right? Entertainment. Do I have to say for entertainment purposes only? I mean, it is entertaining. But do you just have to say not financial advice? I mean, you guys know it isn't. Like, you didn't come on here being like, yep, I'm going to go talk to my financial advisor on YouTube right now. Like, you're at dinner. You're like, yeah, sorry, guys, I got to go. I got to go hit up my financial advisor. Oh, yeah? Yeah, who's that? Oh, Bitcoin Renegade over there on YouTube. Oh, my goodness. No, that's not true. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't tell everybody at dinner that, please. I mean, people would laugh at you. They'd be like, what? Your financial advisor is who? I mean, you do your own research, but yeah, I mean, you're your own financial advisor. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, ultimately, you're in charge of your money. Now, you can delegate that to other people, I mean, if you're rich, but what's the fun in that? Don't you think these big, dips? I was just down 500 bucks on this crypto. Where was I? Okay, that's 30. Let's go to the day. Where was I down at? Yeah, probably right about here. Oh yeah, this was where it was. Remember that big old dip because of all risk assets being, and so I was like 500 bucks in the hole right here, 31 cents for my buy-in price, man. And it shows, I guess the universe favors me at times. I should quit being so negative, because a lot of positive things do happen. And I hope I can rub off on you guys and like have some of that positivity come your way. And that's why I'm doing this, so I can show you guys how to make money, right? You watched me, have a hard time holding on to this Algorand that I have. If you go back and look at my AMP video, the AMP video called Why is AMP Going Up? And it was only like last week that I did that video, and I was talking about Algorand. I'm like, man, I'm $500 in the hole. I said, I don't know if I can trust my money in here, and like kind of fuddy stuff, just like not healthy. But I was 500 in the loss. That's no excuse, but I don't want to make videos like that anymore. I want to be positive and just show you, even the most positive people can get in bad moods when the market isn't doing what they want. That's why you always have to put extra money in the market, not like your rent money and stuff, because if it's not extra money and you lose it, then it's really devastating. But and then boom, it skyrocketed all the way back up, and I ended up making a several $100 profit off of this, and another opportunity to buy more. Look, it's at $1.97 now. So great stuff. Now let's look at some TA. What do we have going on for here? Do we have a head and shoulders inverse? No, we had a double bottom right here. That's why we had the double bottom blast off. Look at this. Look where it double bottom blasted off from, though. From this bottom that led to this. So maybe this is a clue, guys, into the future. If this happens again, say we have a big dump, remember this for the future, just in case this happens again. Because look, we had a giant pump that actually ended up not being a very big pump at all after it closed. But look at the and then having a double bottom right after. And then look how massive that double bottom goes, almost back up to the top of this. So if it continues to go to 215, then that's good. Where did it go? Where did it stop? Right here. Okay, why is that? Well, there's obviously some kind of, actually it stopped right here, sorry. There's some kind of resistance right here. Oh yeah, look, there's big resistance going all the way back. So even not from here, but from the candle, the wicks, not from the candles, but from the wicks, and some candles too. So at 205 to 207. So yeah, there is a big area of resistance right here. So, but if you remember this pattern, if we have a big dump and then a flash pump that goes back down, and if you see another double bottom after that, then it's going to be a big, big double bottom blast off. So that's cool. If I ever see this pattern again, I will remember it. It's like a W, but like a hyped up W, like a W on, like Rockstar energy drink, like just super amped up, and look at all that volume too. You'd have to have like that big amount of volume because that something happened right there. And that's buy volume. That's not sell volume, it looks like. I mean, some of it could be. I don't know exactly how these candles work because I know people are buying and selling at the same time. And I'm not sure if these candles are both the buying and selling because it's the volume, right? The volume is both buying and selling. So the volume, that is exactly what it is. Now that I actually put those things two and two together, these are both buying and selling. So it just looks like that it ended. The reason that it's green is because it ended at a higher price than where it started at. So it doesn't tell you maybe 90% of this is sell orders. You don't know that because this closed above. Just because it's green doesn't mean that this isn't 90% sell orders, right? So don't be confused by that. It's just the volume of cryptocurrency that was sold and bought. I think that's really good information if you think about what I'm saying. So yeah, just remember that, that this is actually both the buying and selling amount for the total, whatever the day, the hour, whatever you have the chart set to. Each one of these, this is a day, one day, one day, one day. So this is 1 day of volume, and it's both buying and selling. I wish they would have both buying and selling volumes on the day, but then you would need a different kind of volume map, right? You would need a side-by-side individual graph with each one, and it would be a mess. I mean, maybe they make them somewhere, but I don't know. So yeah, but it's looking pretty nice. It is going to have a retest, and it might even go down to like 180. That's why I was saying if it goes down to here, this is a good support level. Even going all the way back to here, you can see that this level is pretty major. And then when we broke above this level, we go way up, and when we break down from this level, we go down, right? So this is a big level right here for Algorand to stay at. So anyway, I want to move on to the exciting moment of the evening. And let's get to it. There's only 3 people, huh? Oh my goodness. What happened? Oh, I'm not even. I mean, I guess I can help it a little bit. But that's not what I like to see. I think people just wanted to talk about Gyen mainly. And I wasn't talking about Gyen. But that's not what I like to. Ooh. I don't even think that helps. I think they actually get rid of that. Because, yeah. There's not a lot of chat tonight. Okay. Did you share this in Telegram? Let me go check Telegram real quick. Man, tonight was not a good night for a live stream, huh? I really thought it was going to be. Oh, well, I'm going to keep doing them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then maybe after I get, the time schedule going for a couple of weeks, then it will, build up an audience for those time frames. So let me see if she did. Yeah, she did it in here. And we're going to do end of year price predictions for all of these as well as we go through. So Oh, cool. The King Lover, Charles Eaton here, he has a lot of good information about Polygon in here. Okay, now guys, this is some good, and that's why I wanted a lot of people to be here for this part, because this has to do with everything that I was doing with ICP staking and everything. This isn't just going to be ICP TA. This is going to be like, I'm going to teach you how to stake it right now and how you get the rewards for staking. So you don't just, have all your stuff in there and you don't get anything for it. Now you have to have at least 1.001 or 0001, I believe. Let me go look, for the fee to stake. And let me just log in real quick, and then I will walk you through it. It's actually really cool how they have it set up. And when I figured it out, and I'm learning more and more about it every day as well. So I know how to get your rewards. And that's the big thing. It doesn't really tell you where your rewards are going, because here, let's go back to here. I want to just show you guys this is important. So this says 0 ICP, right? I've been staking for several days and voting, but I have 0 ICP. Well, why? I mean, why don't I have any ICP? I'm staking. Well, that's the whole situation. It doesn't go into your main account. And where you're staking is, check this out, your neuron. Okay, this is the neuron, and that's my neuron. I have 24, but it's a little bit more than what I started out with, but that didn't go up until I did something, and I'm going to show you exactly what. So I go into my neuron, I press this, you go into your neuron, and then you're in there, right? See, my voting power actually went down because I started the dissolve delay, and that brings your delay bonus from the week, or for the dissolve delay, down from 1.065 to 1.064. As the days go down, that will go down as well, but it can never get below 24.524 because that's how much crypto I have in there, right? So now, how do I get my staking bonuses, you ask? Well, they tell you about the maturity. This is the whole key to everything right here. And I didn't know that. I'm like, well, maturity, why do I want to wait and spawn a whole new neuron to get my ICP tokens? That'll take way too long. What if I don't want to do that? Well, I'm in it for the long haul, so it doesn't bother me. But the people that want their money, this is your money right here. This is your staking money. This maturity, the 0.116, that is ICP. How do you get it out? Well, if you go to merge maturity right here, what that is, say I can press it right here, I can put all of the maturity, which is ICP tokens, into my staking. So if I put this to 100%, all of that 0.116 would convert to ICP tokens that would go into my 24.524. It would be like probably 24.6 or 24, whatever, 24.7. And you keep doing that every time you vote, and I think every day, or I'm not sure if you get stuff every day if you don't vote, because every day up and in, I've voted. So I don't know if they give you the maturity daily, or if that, we'll know in the future, though. It's more stuff we have to just kind of wait and find out. I think it gives it to you every day. I'm not 100% sure about that, but every time you vote, you see it right here. When the neuron votes, its maturity increases. This allows you to spawn a new neuron containing newly minted ICP. Increases in maturity can occur up to 3 days after voting took place. The maturity is your staked ICP. They can directly convert it, but you can't take it out if you do that. So the only way to get the ICP to take out at that moment before your 187 days is up is to spawn a new neuron. And how do you do that? You have to build up this and not merge it into your staked ICP. Now, when you merge it, it is called compounding your interest. So what you're doing is you're taking your maturity, the ICP tokens, and you're putting them back in the stake, which actually gives you more voting power. And then when you vote, you get more maturity, which is more ICP tokens. And then you keep growing and growing instead of just letting the maturity go up to a certain level and then cash out your tokens at, when you newly mint an ICP. Then you lose this staking voting power. It will go down. So the best way to do it is to set a day like 6 months, or that's the minimum to be able to vote, is 6 months with a minimum of 1 ICP. But you're going to want to put more in there to get more voting power and more staking. The more ICP, see, I have over $1,000 of ICP, 24.5 ICP in there. And I do that because it's giving me more maturity and more interest. That's my staked ICP right there. If I wanted to merge it and put it in, and you could see, watch, I'll do some to show you just for the sake of the video. I'm going to show you, look, 24.5241823. That's my ICP that I have in the stake. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge maturity, and then I'm only going to do 5% just to see. This is what I did before, so I could check. I was like, man, how does this work? So I'm going to do 5%. So what is it? Choose how much of your maturity to merge into the neuron stake. Well, now I want to hit confirm. So remember that amount. Do you remember the amount that I said before? Okay. Yes, I'm sure. I hope this doesn't mess anything up, but I'm pretty sure this is just, you can do 5%. It worked before and nothing bad happened. So come on. Okay. How much do I have now? 24.5256094. See, now it increased the amount. And if I put all of it, 100% in there, and look how my maturity went down too. So the maturity goes down, your ICP tokens go up. But you can't take them out because they're staking for 187 days. So you can compound your interest by merging your maturity. You could put it all in there. And I think that's what I'm going to do. The only reason I haven't done that is because I'm a super nerd and I want to make my own neuron. I just want to spawn a neuron because it seems fun to me. Like, I just want to do it. It's one of those things like, man, it's like almost a video game and you have to get to a certain level by voting. And if you vote enough, then you can spawn a new neuron. It's like, I don't know. I'm super nerdy though. I just think it's pretty cool. And now that I figured it out, I'm having a blast with this thing. I'm probably going to put a lot more money in after this 6 months, maybe even before. I don't know. You can increase your neuron stake right there, which means just add more from your main account. So if you just throw more from your main account, I'm going to try that feature out for you guys and see, hey, can I just throw another 2 ICP? Say for now, you only get paid every 2 weeks or whatever, not financial advice, entertainment purposes, only common sense, but you only have like $40, which is enough for like 1 ICP token, right? And then you have a couple bucks, for the fees or whatever, but you have just like a limited amount of money, let's say, and you can only afford a certain amount. So you put 1 in and then you're like, man, I kind of like this. Maybe I'll, try to put 1 or 2 more in. And then boom, you can go back and you can just keep loading your account up. And then it gives you more voting power. More voting power, that 26.10, that comes from my ICP tokens and the time. And if you hold, so the thing that I found out before you press the dissolving button, so I know almost everything there is to know about this now because I'm a nerd and I did a lot of research about it. But so I started dissolving after like a day or 2. But if you don't dissolve, so this is how a lot of the big guys do it that hold for a long time. So what they do is they set the dissolve delay time for 8 years. And what they do is they don't start dissolving right away. They wait 4 years. This is what, it hasn't been 4 years, but this is what they're doing. They wait 4 years because there's a thing right here called the age bonus. You see that? The dissolve delay the ICP stake times the dissolve delay bonus times the age bonus. So that age, what they're going to hold for 4 years without dissolving. So the dissolving starts the timer. So what they would do is they'd hold it to gain up this age bonus, which I think only goes up to a 25%. You can get it up to, that's what I heard. So that's what I'm relaying to you guys. I heard you can get up to 25% of an age bonus. And then you can get the delay bonus all the way up for 8 years. See, mine's only 18 months. And so I got 1.064. Imagine 8 years. It would multiply that by a lot. And then if you get the age bonus 25% on top of that, then you get the age bonus times the amount staked, or the amount staked times the dissolve delay bonus times the age bonus. And you could end up getting, you know, thousands of ICP tokens depending on how much money you put in here. And so then you can stop dissolving. I actually press that. Don't press that because it doesn't ask you whether or not you should do it or not. But you can stop that timer at any time. The only thing is you cannot take your ICP tokens out until that timer goes to 0. So if you stop it, you can get more of an age bonus, but you won't be able to take your ICP tokens out until that time bonus goes out. So if you have it for 8 years, you can create new neurons, but you won't be able to take any of your staked ICP until after. Now, you can make a lot of money if you put a lot of ICP in there and then do the long time bonus, and you could live off of the rewards and then just stake neuron after neuron. And I've heard of people having multiple neurons, one that they don't ever dissolve or don't ever create a new neuron so that it has the most voting power. And then they have another one that is just used to spawn neurons, so that you can have one because it'll have less voting power, but then you can get ICP tokens and still have a big effect on the network and get the maximum rewards out of it. So I think I explained this very well from what I've learned. You can go in there, and if you have any questions, I'm actually, you know, pretty good at this so far. So I would be happy to answer your questions about ICP staking, voting process. If you have any issues, just let me know. And I got you, man. So I think that's what we need to look at for that. So now let's go and look at the price. So I when I'm doing just ICP videos, I need to either do fundamental or technical, because there's two different groups in crypto. You have the fundamentalists and you have the technicalists, technicians. Okay, so you have the fundamentalists and the technicians, and I'm kind of somewhere in the middle of that. Like, I am a fundamentalist technician, I guess. I don't know. But that is definitely, you know, what this channel is about. We like looking at every aspects of crypto, so that's how we win. I'm telling you, I win in crypto a lot, and that's how our community wins, because we look at not just one aspect of crypto. And a lot of channels out there, not knocking anybody, because anybody that does this, man, I respect you, tip the hat. But a lot of people just concentrate on one aspect of crypto when it's so much more. And sometimes it just takes trial and error. I've had people, you know, say, hey, you know, don't give us any news if you don't know what you're talking about. But our community is about learning together. And you guys know that I never do anything, you know, without learning in the process. So if I say I know it all, you know I'm lying. You know it's not me, because I don't say that. But then, you know, I told him that, and he's like, man, respect to that, dude. You know what I mean? So there's some good people out there in this world that just need, you know, someone to take a chance on them. And, you know, hint, hint. Any sponsors or anybody considering Bitcoin Renegade, hint, hint. No. We just have fun over here, and that's why, like, today it kind of sucks we didn't have a lot of people. Oh, we do have some people here now. Cool. Let's do some chat then, since we got some peeps over here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know. A lot of people do come and go, and so we just have to try to get them to stay here for a little bit longer. But I know people are busy, so, you know, it means a lot that you guys come here and do this. So if you do have questions that have to do with the crypto we're talking about right now. I'm not going to talk about new projects in the chat because I'm trying to get sponsors right now. And it's not that I'm ignoring you. I just don't know anything about those cryptos, and I don't want to push anything. After what happened with Pup Doge, I'm not just pushing anything anymore. I'm going to definitely research before I do anything. And Gyen, you know, that was another one. So oh, your head. Did I go too fast? I might have went too fast for you all. That's why if you have any questions, like if you can tell me specifically what you need to know, I can like really go a lot, you know, more in depth about it. Like the maturity, I thought I explained it really well. But that's just me. I mean, of course it makes sense to me because I'm me, right? You know? So if it didn't make sense to you, please just let me know and I will do my best to explain it to you in a different way. Because that's what I do. I can tell you the same thing 900 different ways. So what is the lowest you can stake is 1.001. Because it's the fee, whatever the fee is. I always forget what the fee is. Let's go look, since I never did tell you that. What is the fee here? New transaction. Here, let's just look it up. ICP transaction fee. Whoops. It has a fee fixed price for transaction. Okay, what is it though? Okay, it's not telling me everything I need to know. Ah, here it is, right here. It is 3 zeros and a 1. 3 zeros and a 1. Token transfer cost on IC is 0.0001. 3. I always forget if it's 3 or 2. So let's just make sure we know it's 3. 3 zeros and a 1, which is 6 cents. Or is that 60 cents? I don't know. I don't know exactly how much it is. It's not very much, though. It's 60 cents or 6 cents. I don't know. It looks like this says 60 cents because it's 0.6. But with that, I have no clue. 0.6 of a cent? I have no clue with that one. But it's very cheap. I'll let you know that. And let's see what we got over here. Wow. What a crazy little weird bull flag. I mean, it's like a falling wedge, though, too, at the same time. I mean, what is going on here? All right, now let's just go down here and see, because this could actually be a descending triangle if we look at it this way. And that's not good. If it breaks down, it's actually not bad if it breaks the upside. Let's go into, you know, shorter time frames. So we actually could have a head and shoulders pattern forming here, but there is a falling wedge type deal. Or no. That could be a descending triangle as well. So things are looking a little bit bearish on ICP right now, which if it does go down, there is some huge support down here at these levels. But as you see, it's gone down below this level tons, and even down to the 40, and then even lower. So we do have a nice support right here at, $40. There's a nice amount of support right here, and even more below that. So we have a lot of support at these levels, and I don't think it's going to go much lower. I think these are fake outs, guys. I don't know why. Look, okay, it just broke down below this. See that? You can't get a confirmed breakout because look, it just keeps going down lower, and you could actually even, do something like that, and then it is a falling wedge, or you could even go like this and do a shorter term one, and then look at that. We could actually go down to 40 and then bounce up, or we could break out of this line right here. So, you could really make an argument for either way with this one right now. It's still to be determined. The fundamentals, the future, and everything that's happening with internet computer price, how could you bet against it? Come on. It just was at $750, and it showed its true potential at the beginning and then tried to hide it. Someone that's like super talented that doesn't want to scare everybody away because they're so talented that nobody else has a chance, kind of stuff like that. So I think if we make a nice breakout, things can look good, but we also just have to keep this in mind too. Let's keep this here as well, just because we just broke out to the downside of that. So, but look, it broke down a couple times. Are we going to close below it? That's what's important. You see that it hasn't closed below at all. So if we close below this, then that is what matters. Now let's look at the, I actually want to see some indicators on here. Let's look at moving averages. Let's get those out of here. So let's do 4 of them. Oh, only 3. Okay, fine. Be that way. So let's do 21. Let's do 50. And then let's keep the 9 here for a minute just so we can take reference. Let me just move these out the way because I just want a clear view on moving averages. Yeah, and I can give you a little bit more info about the ICP later on if you guys need. So, we're below all the moving averages. Okay, let's see. The MA is 9 is the lowest at 40.90. Okay, well, let's get the EMAs out too if it lets me. I don't know if it'll let me. It might be 3 total. Yep, only 3 total. Okay, we'll look at the EMAs next. So if we look, 40.90, which we're below 40.90. Once we below, look at that 40.90. Look at that support at 40.90 because of moving averages. You see how much moving averages really matter? That's why I'm telling you guys, look at the past. Look at the past. See how many times it touches the level at a moving average? You see that? That's why they're moving averages, because they stay at that level a lot. And then they become support or resistance. Okay, so we're basically below all of those. Now let's go further out because we're below all of those. So let's do the 100. Let's do the 200. And then I thought I only had 3. Oh, I got to get rid of this one first. There we go. I thought I did that. And then a 200 on this one too. This is the EMA. So I just wanted to kind of have all 3 on there. All right. Whoa, no. Yikes. We are below all of the moving averages. The EMA, 200, Let's get that out there. Okay. So they're pretty close. 41. We're not too far under them. It's not like detrimental, but we need to close the week above these. That's the thing. We're cool right now. We're cool as a cucumber. But we need, by Sunday, we need to try to get above some of these lines, the moving averages, so that we can, continue bullish. And if we get above these moving averages, then things are going to look better. So let's get all the EMAs now. We looked at all the MAs. Now we need 2 more EMA. Do you guys want to see more stuff like this when I do like all of the, chart stuff? Or, I'm just trying to figure out what you guys want to see me do and then how it'll work for everybody too. Because I like getting opinions, but then I look what it does for the whole channel as well. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to use Gyen as something to promote myself. I am doing this because I legit care about what happened. And it almost happened to me too. So I really feel you. 41, 51, 41, 42. Yeah. So if we get above 41 bucks, we are golden. Look at that. We were above them, but they have acted as resistance. As you see each line, you see where we come and we touch the lines here. They act as resistance and support. So these lines are super important to get above. Now we're having a market-wide kind of dump right now. We can go below them, but by the end of the week, by Sunday, now that's the cool thing is like maybe this was Sunday. What is today? We'd have to go back days. Now that was just on the hour. Let's look at the daily. Now this is actually more important than the hour, way more important. And let's get rid of that. Okay, I only see 2, don't you? Huh. Where's the third one? EMA. Oh, it's right here. The 200-day. Whoa. It's at 63. Okay, now let's look at the 21. Okay, we're not too far off of the 21. Let's look at the 9. Oh, hold up. Okay, we're just barely below the 9 on the EMA. Now let's get rid of the EMA, and I want to look at the 9. Okay, the 21. Okay, that's where we're at. So let's look at the MA. Sorry, we're put the MA back up there now. MA9 is at what? 41.25. Oh yeah, we're right there. I mean, all we need to do is just get above these lines by the weekend. So today's Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. Look, we closed barely above. I mean, it's basically like right there. We closed like right on them. Like it isn't going up or down. It's like neutral. That's pretty funny. We actually have been kind of going sideways for a while. I mean, we kind of dip below it here, but we got some super strong support down at these lower levels. So I don't like to see it hitting those levels so many times, though, because as you know, the more a crypto hits a certain level, the more chances it does have to break through it. But that's why we always have to wait for confirmation, guys. And it has to close or not close above it, either on the moving averages on the week. And by technical analysis, it is by a confirmation, which is up or down. You know, it breaks out of, the pattern that it's in. And that's the way we got to look at it. All right, now let's move to, I am going to do requests now. Let's do request and look at the comments at the same time as well. Hey guys. Because I'm trying to do everything. I know I forget stuff, but I try to do the best that I can, Where are we? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I probably will, but that's okay. I don't mind helping you. Up to 10. Yeah, we got up to 10 at once. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Now, if you want to talk about a project, I don't mind doing that. But you guys, I'm an up and coming crypto YouTuber and I'm trying to build my brand and get the word out of my brand more. So there's got to be a win-win for both of us for me to do that. Like, let's help each other build each other's brands, because that's what we're doing, right? You come on here, because of what I've built, and you come on here from what you built. So it's like, yeah, we both built something that is good that we want to get out to the world. How can we both help each other? I mean, you either help me with money or sponsor or, getting the word out there, and I help you by getting the word out there, making a video, whatever. So it's win-win for us. I know that eventually I'm going to get flooded with tons of emails from people wanting to do business with me. And I've already seen a few that I just don't want to do business with so far. So that's because I don't trust the projects. A lot of meme coins have came up to me. I'm good on some of them. Now, some meme coins I might look at are NFTs, but let's see. Okay, so I need to have a full ICP coin to start staking. Yes, plus the 0.0001 fee. And then I think you might need another fee to stake it. So make sure you have 1.005 or something, just so you have enough, for all your fees that you'll need. I don't know. You could do 1.001 or 1.0002, but you might end up needing more fees later. So. Yeah, and you can move more over. That's the cool thing, and you don't have to stake it all at once. And you are locked in. As soon as you do stake it, you're locked in for whatever amount of time you set. But 6 months, ICP is going to be here in 6 months. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. Is it going to be worth more? Well, if we're in a bear market, maybe not. But in 4 years from now is when I plan on selling it. It is for sure. So, and it's going to be here for 4 years. That is one thing that I don't have any doubt. Even though it just started recently, I've seen commercials on them. Like they got it. They got what it takes to succeed. So we'll see ICP around for a long time. We'll go into requests in a minute. I just wanted to talk to the peeps for a minute. Oh gosh. Okay. I went too big again. Now we got to go all the way back to ICP real quick, because I want to show you what I was showing. And I know I've watched the video and you cannot see the other chart from there. Darn it. I always do that. I always change, and it's always something off, normal, because when I do my normal stuff, that doesn't happen. It's always when I just switch and try to show you guys something for staking or something, but yeah, so there is this falling wedge right here. But we have some serious support, and that's what I want to show you. The part that I don't think you saw was all of the indicators. So what you do, if you want to come on here, go to CoinMarketCap. You can follow right along with me. Go CoinMarketCap, internet computer price, and then come down here and go to Trade View, which is what I do. Instead of price, go to, you see market cap and then Trading View. Do that, and then do the daily. You get the price. Actually, let's take the T off of there, and then ICP USD, and then let's go to the indicators, and you're going to press MA so you can get the moving average, and then press that 3 times. It's all going to be the MA9s, but then you can go in here and change them. If you go into the settings right here, and then you can erase them, and you can put in your 50-day, and then say okay, and then you go to this one and you put in your 100-day. And then you just leave this one at 9 because you want to see where the 9 moving average is. And you see that? See how we're actually below all of them, but this is acting as resistance, but we have not closed below. That's the thing. On Sunday, we want to get above as many of these as we can to keep moving forward. This is why I'm glad I keep looking at the chart, because if not, I would have just had a big head the whole video. But yeah, so definitely good stuff happening for ICP, and I definitely think my money is safe here for the long haul. Now, will it go down in a bear market? Well, what did this do in a bear market? Okay, we went down to like 30, 27 bucks, I think, in a bear market. So at worst, my, money's only worth 27 in 8 months or 6 months. But I doubt it. I think it might even be worth more. I think even in a bear market, I think we might be sitting at these prices eventually, because when we have this big altcoin season, I see this going up to maybe 100 at the end of year. I would say maybe like $100 and maybe sit at $100 for a while. And then in a bear market, it'll go down to like maybe $40, a little bit higher than the last bear market, I'm hoping. So that isn't, fact. That's just my end of year prediction. And, for the internet computer price. Now let's go look at requests. It didn't either. Oh, man. Yeah, Gyen on Coinbase. That's no good. Nope. IOTX isn't doing too bad. And last one we need to go into after this will be Bitcoin. And that should be everything. So I'm sorry about this small screen. I will do my best to not have that happen. I hope it wasn't for very long. I don't think it was, maybe a couple minutes. I know it was during the whole, moving averages phase. So, but let's look at requests. Someone was saying, doesn't request bottom out supply at 999? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it has a circulating supply of 999,877,116. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. It has maximum. Oh, it is almost the max supply that's out there. Whoa. No wonder it went up so much. Almost all the coins that are out there are out there. I think there's like, what, 6,000 coins left? Oh, what the heck? How do they even get out there? What? Let's see. What is it? It's a proof of stake or what? What is it? On the request network, the Ethereum-based decentralized payment system where anyone can request. So this is not an Ethereum token. It's actually its own network. Okay. Well, I think they already have all their coins out. You don't mine these at all. They're just a payment system. They just use their crypto for a payment system. Wow. Dude, no wonder this went up. Hold on, I gotta turn the air conditioner on. It just got hot in here all of a sudden. The heat isn't on. Ugh. This air conditioner was expensive, but definitely worth it. Probably the best purchase of my life. I use it all the time. I spent years without an air conditioner. I was just miserable every summer, and it changed, Yeah, I don't want to hate the best time of the year. Like, well, Christmas is the best time of the year, but, summer is just an awesome time, and I just dread it. And I live in Washington, right? So it's not even that hot here, but it gets super hot on this side of the building that I live in because the sun just beats on me, and the other side is nice and shady. So I was like, man, I have to get an air conditioner. And it took a long time to get here, but they finally got it to me, and it works amazing. Probably the best piece of technology I've ever had. I've never had a problem with it. The only piece of technology I've never had a problem with. So I was watching PewDiePie earlier. We're both from Sweden. That'd be cool to have PewDiePie on my channel. Ask him about crypto. What's up, PewDiePie? PewDiePie! I can do it too. Friends with PewDiePie. Oh, I hope that isn't copyrighted. Okay. Ooh, 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 yeah. Look at that. Look at it. You see it? Oh my goodness. We basically have already broke out of this bull flag. But then we went back down. Like, where is it sitting at? 61? Okay. So we're like, what, right here? 61 what? Oh no, it's 60.54. Oh, we're way down here. So we're at the bottom of it. So are we going to actually break to the downside of a bull flag? You see, this is a bull flag right here. Can you guys see me? Okay. Man, I hope so. All right. So all the way from the bottom to the top. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a pennant? Like the Mets pennant? See that? How it's a pole and then a flag? That's called a bull flag. Well, and then we put it right here to the breakout. Actually, it already broke out once. I don't even know what's going on with crypto anymore. That's why TA doesn't always mean everything. Because guess what? It could break out and then not even do anything. I would consider that a confirmed breakout from 61,350 all the way up to 62.8. That is not a confirmed breakout? Huh? That's like over 1.5 cents. Wow. Tricky, tricky, tricky. But look, there's no candle. You know what that means? That means it was a struggle. That means it barely pushed up to that point, and the bears are in control. See how there's no candle? If it has a candle on the downside and not the upside, it means bears are in control. If it's in the middle, actually, this means it's neutral. They're having a hard time. Same with this one when it has a wick to the up and down and closes in the middle. But this one is like basically they can't figure out what they're doing right now. So it could go up. It could go way up, even to 92 cents. And that is right above the all-time high earlier. It says 88 right here, but I know it went to 92. So that's actually right where that is. Pretty cool. All right. Now, last but not least, Bitcoin. And what is Bitcoin going to do? What you going to do? What you going to do? Ooh. That's ooh. Man, I hope GRT didn't go down. That worries me when I see Bitcoin go down. It's at 55.9. No. Ooh, you want to hear about IOTX? I'll definitely talk about IOTX. I just know ICO coins, and if I haven't heard of them, I probably won't mention them. But let's look at Bitcoin first. Okay. Ooh, see, we just had a sharp dump. Dang it. Dagblam it. What is going on here? I'm actually kind of getting a little bit, irritated with these dumps. I'm not like FOMOing, no FUD. It's just I'm getting a little bit irritated with them. Aren't you? A little bit? Just like, okay, look at this volatility that's been happening lately. Let's go to 59,000. Let's not go to 59,000. Let's go to 59,000. Let's not go to 59,000. Let's go to 58,000. Let's not. Let's go to 59,000. Let's not go to 59,000. See? Like, man, isn't that, would you talk to somebody who just, did that to you? It was like, hey, let's go. Actually, we're not going. Hey, let's go. Actually, we're not going. Hey, let's go. No, we're not going. Hey, let's go. No, we're not going. Like, okay, dude, no, I'm not going with you. I'm not going to pretend. Like, okay, but it's Bitcoin. It's volatile. It's crypto. Oh, well, it'll go back up. It's Bitcoin, right? So this doesn't faze me. It's a little bit irritating, but it does nothing for the long term of Bitcoin. You don't got to worry about it. I mean, come on, just a little bit. Look at that. All right, but let's go to TradingView. We need a real bird's eye view of this thing. Okay, what are you doing, Bitcoin? What's the big dump about? I mean, did you break up with your girlfriend or something? Did you get dumped? Is that why you're dumping? Oh, I think Bitcoin got dumped. I have an amazing idea for a new series, and it might go viral, guys. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you listen to what I just said, you might have a clue. But I think it's going to go viral. And I have this crazy idea, and it's just what YouTube does now. And I don't know if I want to start a new channel because of it, but it's a viral idea. It's funny. It'll be comedy. It'll be, I don't want to give it away. It'll be awesome, though. If you saw one of my videos today that was abnormal, it has a little bit to do with that. Not a whole lot, but that is kind of the basis for what I'm thinking. And it is probably going to go viral. I'm thinking. I don't know. It might not work. It might actually flop. But I have a really funny idea and a really good one, and I hope it works. I actually would really like an editor. If this idea works, I am probably going to need to hire a full-time editor, because the idea that I have is so awesome that I think it could get 2 million views the very first video. Like, for real. At least 2 to 5 million views the first video. And that's me knowing YouTube now and knowing how many views I get and what videos work. So stay tuned for something big happening. So yeah, but anyway, let's get more into the, see, it doesn't look so bad. Look, when in doubt, zoom out, right? That doesn't look so bad because of the bigger dumps, but look at when we go a little bit. Ooh, what about this one? Lord, what about this? Dude, it's off the page. What? It's off the page. Look at that. Oh, so satisfying. Look how they merge. That is so cool. It's like they're becoming one. The volume and the candle are becoming one. Look at that. It looks like a super big volume. the volume goes all the way up to here, baby. That actually looks pretty funny. That's a lot of volume. Hi. It's getting it shot. This one over here, see this one? This one's getting it shot. Ooh. Oh, actually, that reminds me of the fixing a flat tire thing I saw earlier. He would just stick this thing in there with some adhesive on it and go, and then, and then it would fill the hole in the tire. It's pretty cool. Check it out on TikTok. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys. I don't know what the frick just happened there, but did I lose you there? Okay, let's see. Ooh. The one, I don't really like doing the 1 minute chart too much, because like you get weird things like this not having anywhere to really put the bottom. Like what, right here? I mean, what kind of freaking, what is that even? Okay, let's go down to this. And then actually we have kind of a bear flag right here. That looks like a little bit like a bear flag. See how it pivots right here? And then you could actually say that these are the pole. But yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I wouldn't really look at 1 minute. 1 minute's too stupid. All right. Now let's go from here. Oh, see, we had a nice uptrend. Look at that. And then when we broke support, this is right where we broke support, right? 56.5. And then it went all the way down. So as you see, we had a nice little support system from way back here. And then once it broke, and then how long did it take to confirm? See, it had to go down below this to confirm, right? So it probably broke right about here, right around 56.2. I think that's where it broke to 55. Am I right? I don't know. I didn't watch it, but that's what this is telling me, that it broke somewhere right around here. That's what my educated guess would be, is it broke right around 56.2, 56.3. I mean, but the line is up here at 56.5, but you have to have a kind of confirmation. So look how far it went down to confirm. it went down over $400 to confirm. Sometimes you just have to let it really confirm before you know. I mean, right? I mean, even putting in, like, if you were, I'm not ever going to advocate for leverage trading, but like, say if you did do that, you would be in the profit right now, even you waited for a confirmation. But imagine if you put one in here and then it just wicked down to like right here and then back up, you would have been toast. So confirmation is always good. You know, but look, now we're going up. Look at that. So someone wanted to buy. We have some super support. Now let's go. This is the most important part right here. Now let's go to the daily and let's look at these moving averages. Okay. This is what is going to make all the difference in the future of Bitcoin. Unless there's news, like, remember, you know, we don't just do one thing here. We do it all. We do fundamentals, we do technicals, we do, you know, just on-chain analysis, we do blockchain, and all of it. So, all right, let's move this. We're actually even going to maybe start doing foundation analysis and see what the best foundations out there are. We might do a video on the best, you know, crypto foundations, because there are some good ones out there, and there are some really good projects that have good foundation. You know, which are the people that run the companies that these cryptos are running, you know, or the developers, the team behind it. You know what I mean? There's some good companies out there. Good projects, I should say, not companies. Okay, well, the MA21 is at 58. The MA50 is at 60, and look at that. We are above the 100-day moving average. So these are definitely, ooh, look at that. Okay, hold on. The blue one is the lower. Oh, no, that one's. This is actually a death cross. But not quite. It's not with the right moving averages though. But you could consider this one. But it happened after the dump. Maybe that's why we're having the dump now. As you see this happen, the death cross right here, and then boom, we have a dump. You see? So that's directly related. You got to keep your eye out for those. Now let's move this. Hold on. Yeah, let's move the 21 and the 50, and then let's get the EMAs out here. And then let's move this one to the 200. And then let's move this one to the 200 as well. They're two different ones. One's a moving average and one's the exponential moving average. So they're two different things. Okay, so as you see, we are way above the 200s. The 200s are well beneath our feet. Now, the 9 on the EMA, of course, we are basically running into resistance on right now. That's where we ran on the resistance, is the 9-day moving average. Exponential. So now let's look at the 100. Okay. So that's at 54. We're good right here. See that? So we're above that one. That's good. We have the 100 daily moving average as support. We need to get above that one. Let's try the 21. Okay, we're below the 21 as well. That's at 58. So things aren't looking too bad for Bitcoin. We could have an inverse head and shoulders right here. And what I would say is right here. Yeah. I mean, it gives you a clear pattern. We would have to have, you know, this shoulder play out better, but this is like the starting of inverse head and shoulders right here. So if we break out above this line, yeah, you know, but we'll probably go down a little further, maybe touch this even, and then go sideways, which will create the other shoulder, and then we'll go up and break above it, hopefully, and then go, wow! We'll show you where it'll go. It'll go from right here to right here, and then we'll go like this, and it'll probably be somewhere right there. And we will go to 61,000 again. Yeah. Let's hope this inverse head and shoulders is a sign of future things to come. It could actually even go all the way up to this one, and you could say that this is one big shoulder right here, and then we could have another bigger shoulder, and it could go way higher. Who knows, right? It would actually have to be a little bit higher than that, but yeah. And then we have our head, and then we have another shoulder forming right here. So we're good to go. Inverse head and shoulders breakout. Nice 61,000. Oh, okay. So I think that's about everything. I think we covered it all. If you have any questions, let me know right now in the chat, because we will be doing some Q&A. I got to turn this off now because it works really good. The remote, on the other hand, the button doesn't always like to work. But okay, questions, guys, questions. You can ask me anything. Doesn't mean I'll answer. Any suggestions? I'm really waiting for my first member. I cannot wait, even the $2.99 level, because the first member, I'm almost about ready to do it myself. That way we can get the first member. I can't wait till I have my first member. Remember, if you're the first member, that will be for all time. If this channel goes to 1 million subscribers, you can always say you were the first member of the Bitcoin Renegade, channel. Just know that only one person can be the first member forever. Like, say if we get there's no guarantee I'm going to 1 million, but I'm not giving up, and I'll be here for a while. So that's the thing. If YouTube, rewards longevity, then I'll probably do really well one day. And like I said, there's only one spot for the first member of the channel. Like, if you were the first subscriber, there's only one person who can be the first subscriber, right? Now you get that chance over again right now to become the first member of the Bitcoin Renegade channel. You become a Bitcoin R. Remember that. And then over time, you become a Bitcoin Renegade. Why did I do it that way? Because that's the same with watching my channel. If you watch my channel one time, you might get a little bit of information about crypto. But if you follow my channel and you watch it over time, you will get more information that you didn't know that you were going to get, and that will help you in the way that you trade crypto that you would never get just by watching one thing. Because sometimes I just come out with really good information on the spur of a moment that I didn't even mean or plan. And then boom, you get it in the video. And it's like a little nugget in there that you just kind of have to be a part of the channel, and you get bragging rights to be the first member of the channel. I'm not just trying to do it to get your money. Like, I would appreciate if people sign up, but I'm serious. Like, I don't want to take that away from you guys. That's why I haven't, bought the first member spot, because I wanted to do it just to see. But I want whoever gets that to have, and then I might buy one, but I want them to have the official first member of the channel. I think that would be really cool. So just know that we might be as big as PewDiePie one day. So Q&A. Nice. No, you're all good, dude. Just be careful. Yeah. I mean, it could be what the frick, because I say frick all the time. Yeah, just try not to cuss, man. Good catching yourself. Dang, you made a lot on SHIB too. GN took a lot from you to do. That sucks. See, it's like you do good, and the world, dude, the world likes to, take shots at people, man. That's just the way the world is. You got to just roll the punches sometimes and just mitigate your risk. That's all you can do is just maybe stay away from projects like that. But then again, if you stay away from projects like that, the $10,000 that you made on IODEX, or the other $8,000 that you made off of whatever else, you probably wouldn't have made because you weren't risking it, right? No risk, no reward. But then if you do your research, then your risk goes way down. That's why we say do your research. It's not just to have a saying. It's not just to be like, well, don't be dumb, do your research. No, like there's reasons why, because if you learn about it, you can learn why a stablecoin is not to be bought at 3 cents when it's worth 8, and if it does, you get in and out like that if you're going to make a quick dollar, but they kind of hid that from us. And I even look on there, it's still in the USD section. And I think it needs to be in the stablecoin section. It is not listed as a stablecoin again on Coinbase Pro. And I think they need to do that. They can't just sell it in the regular crypto section. It's not a regular crypto, it's a stablecoin. That's another problem I'm seeing. So yeah, good job on SHIB, man. A lot of my homies made good on SHIB. Vanish, I really think he does good, but I'm not sure if he takes his profits. I'm not sure how he does. Hopefully he does take his profits, because I know when SHIB went down, he was kind of upset. So I hope that, you guys are taking your profits. When SHIB blasts off, you always can, buy at low and then sell high and then get back in, like I did with Algo. If it goes back to $1.80 now, especially with Bitcoin just going down, I mean, what is outlet? Before we leave, let's look what Algo is at, because I just sold for over $2, right? And then now with Bitcoin kind of dumping, where did Algo go? Oh, I'm big still, so let me make it small real quick. And then back over here. Yeah, see, $1.87. It's 13 cents from where I sold it at. Did I sell it at 204 at the very top? Nope. I sold it at 2. And you know what? I don't feel bad. A lot of people will be like, well, but there was still, 4 or 5 cents on the table that you could have got. Yeah, but I also could have sold it for like $1.50, or $1.90 or $1.95 or, $1.98. I could have caught it going down. So, I mean, always take your profits though. A lot of people never take their profits because they're like, well, I could have got more, but then you didn't. And then you lost all of it and it went back down to the price you were just at. Doesn't that happen to people sometimes, where you're holding, it goes way up. You're like, no, I'm not going to take profits. I'm going to wait. And then it goes all the way back down to the price that it was just at. And you're like, man, if I would have just sold up here, I could have bought again right here and been in this same situation I'm in now, except with a pocket full of money as well. That's what started to happen to me a lot. When I was like, yeah, I'm in the project for the long haul. I'm not selling. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to hold through. And then it would go way up. And then I'd be like, yes, I made a lot of money. Yay. And then the next day I look and it's all gone. And I'm like, but I made a lot of money. Right? You're like, but I made a lot of money. And then you didn't. So it is what it is sometimes, just take your profits, guys. Not financial advice, common sense, right? For entertainment purposes only. Now, if you guys would do me a favor, I don't like to ask you guys this a lot, but I am going to do this today. Somehow, this request video that I just made earlier today only got 29 views. Now, if you could go over there and show it some love, like, I don't know, like it, give it a little smooch for good luck. I don't know. And then just send it on its merry way with a comment and a tip of the hat. I think it'll do well if you do that. Thank you. Happy holidays, though, guys. I hope you guys have a good, holiday season. I hope it does us all well with crypto. I think this is going to be one of the biggest crypto winters we've ever had, but not in a bad way. Crypto winter normally means that crypto is way down, but we're going to have like a crypto summer in, theoretical form in the winter. So it is going to be hot. It's going to be cold. It's going to be up. It's going to be down. It's going to be volatile. It's going to be great. All right. And I'm going to go more into the staking process of ICP because that was fun. And I'm still nerding out about it. So if you really want any help, you guys are more than welcome to sign up for the member. If you really want a one-on-one, me to sit down with you, like I'll take, an hour out of my time and I will Zoom with you and I will tell you my playbook and give you my secrets. It is a lot, but anyone who needs a little bit of help with staking, I'm not going to charge you $30, to become a member to help you with your staking, dude. So if you need help, I'm here for you. So just let me know, like ask me specific questions though, so that I can address them and tell you, like if you're having a specific issue or you need to know a specific thing, like, how do I merge my maturity? What does that mean? If you forgot, the maturity is your staking. The maturity is ICP tokens in maturity. So that's the only thing that I think people missed, and what it doesn't tell you on there, that maturity is your ICP tokens. It's just in percentage form. In school, and they're like, you gotta, turn fractions into percentages. Well, that's why, because you got to deal with stuff like this in real life. Percentages into fractional shares of ICP. So that's what we're doing, fractions to percentages. So, all right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!